Good morning and a very warm welcome to our all-age service today on Mothering Sunday. As together we give thanks to God for all mothers all around the world. If you are coming for the first time, a very special welcome to you. And please do join us for refreshment and fellowship after the church service. Words like these, words of welcome, are words we say in and out, week in, week out, at all our services. And it's quite strange saying these words to an empty church. As we know, most of us are self-isolating, either because we are more vulnerable than others, either because of age or of any other reason. As we know, the church has advised that services are put to an end and we are suspended for the time being. And we need to now learn of ways of being church in a different way. And so one of the ways we are trying out is having our sermons recorded and being placed on our website as well as on our social media platforms. And so we are gathering not together physically, but together virtually and in spirit. We are together. Remembering that Jesus said we are 2 or 3 are gathered in his name. He is present. So today we are gathered together hearing this message in his name. So now I'm going to read what should have been our Bible reading for today's service. And our Bible reading is taken from the book of Exodus, the 2nd chapter, starting from the 1st verse. Now a man of the tribe of Levi married a Levite woman, and she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. When she just saw that he was a fine child, she hid him for 3 months. But when she could no longer hide him, she got a papyrus basket for him and coated it with tar and pitch. Then she placed the child in it and put it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. His sister stood at a distance to see what would happen to him. Then Pharaoh's daughter went down to the Nile to bath, and then she saw attendants were walking along the river banks. She saw the basket among the reeds and sent a female slave to get it. She opened it and saw the baby. He was crying, and she felt sorry for him. "This is one of the Hebrews' babies," she said. Then his sister asked Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and get one of the Hebrew women to nurse the baby for you?" "Yes, go," she answered. So the girl went and got the baby's mother. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this baby and nurse him for me, and I will pay you." So the woman took the baby and nursed him. When the child grew older, she took him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she named him Moses, saying, "I drew him out of the water." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And so may the words of my mouth and the meditations of our hearts bring each one of us closer to God. Amen. This reading is appropriate, especially on a day like this, as we celebrate mothers all around the world. In the reading we heard about Moses and his birth. Moses was born in a time that is not dissimilar to ours. It's a time that was perilous, when babies, first male children, were being killed. It was a time that can be said to be of pestilence and of hardship. Women were filled with despair and anguish and anger and frustration. And it's not dissimilar from the time we live in now. Many of us are filled with despair, with anger, anguish, frustration, and fear. And so when Moses was born, he was hid by his mom for 3 months, 3 long months. One can only imagine how she had done not to make the baby to cry. And I suppose some of the moms listening to this would like her to give them the way out so that babies will stop crying, especially when they cry in the middle of the night. But after 3 months, she could no longer hide the baby. Probably his crying has grown so loud that it can no longer be hidden, or his size is so big that they can no longer carry him around. And so she took the decision to place him in an impermeable basket coated with tar and pitch. Knowing where Pharaoh's daughter will be taking her bath, she placed the basket nearby. I'm sure she was hoping and praying that Pharaoh's daughter would not only find the baby, but will grant her the baby favor. But to be sure to keep an eye on things, she asked Moses' sister to stand nearby. And of course, Pharaoh's daughter found the baby, showed him compassion, and as we often say, the rest is history. The story is intriguing and also helpful for us today. On a day like this, we are all filled with different emotions. Some of us are happy as we remember and celebrate our mothers. Some, that is not the case. For some, we are grieving for the moms and the mothers that we see no longer. For others, they are filled with a sense of despair and frustration for not being able to have a baby. But for others, it is a question of choice of not having one. And so for each emotion, I want to say to you that God knows, and God understands, and God is with you. So whatever your feelings, God doesn't condemn you. God opens his arms wide on the cross and welcomes each one of us in. All he asks of us is to have a relationship with him that is fresh, that is living, and that is faithful. And as part of rethinking our relationship with God, could I implore you this morning to have a look at this passage again? Spend time wrestling with it. And one of the things you might discover is that the model that we have of motherhood, especially in our Western world, is much different from what the Bible has as motherhood. In this passage, we have of three ladies, three lovely women, and each playing different roles in the life of Moses. We of course have his mother that gave birth to him, but also we have Pharaoh's daughter that acts as the savior, saving him from the jaws of death. And we have his sister that kept an eye on him. And for each one of us have people like this in our lives today. We have the mothers that brought us into this world. We have those who save us from the perilous world in which we live in. We have those who, like the Moses sisters, keep an eye on us and care for us. And some of these people might be self-isolating today. Why not pick up your phone after this message and give them a call, even if you can't see them, and let them know how much they are loved and appreciated. And for those whom you can see, why not cover them with love to show your gratitude in whatever way you can. And for those whom we love but see no longer, I want to take this opportunity to light a candle or say a prayer for them. And so friends, whatever Mothering Sunday invoke in you, could I ask you to join me in saying this prayer? Loving God, you sent your Son to be part of a human family. Strengthen us as we share family life together in our homes, in our church, in our neighborhood, and in our country. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. And now I'll leave you with what would have been one of the hymns that would have sung in church today. Father, I place into your hands. Father, I place into your hands the things I cannot do. Father, I place into your hands the things I've been not true. Father, I place into your hands the ways that I should go, for I know I always can trust you. Father, I place into your hands my friends and family. Father, I place into your hands the things that trouble me. Father, I place into your hands the person I would be, for I know I And so, look, Father, we place into your hands our country, our families, our church, and ourselves. Lord, as we go this week, be in front of us, be beneath us, be behind us, be above us. Surround us with your love. And may we be bearers of your kingdom of peace, of love, of justice, and compassion. We ask in Jesus' name. Amen.